Hey guys, Truly Our Reviews here with my review of 10 Cloverfield Lane. Now, before I talk about this movie, I gotta talk about Cloverfield. Now, Cloverfield was one of the first big blockbusters to implement the found footage style of film. And I have to say, it did it masterfully. It was suspenseful, kept you at the edge of your seat, and it was a good ride until found footage got played out by paranormal activities and other such movies that just overdid it a bit and didn't do it as well. Now, this movie is not found footage, and it is not a direct sequel to the first Cloverfield. So, if you're coming into this movie thinking, I'm going to watch a sequel, I don't recommend you go see it. I recommend you watch the trailers and see if you're interested as a standalone movie. It has parts that are referencing the old Cloverfield, but I don't want to get into too many spoilers. So, after I rank the film at the end of this video, I will get into spoilers. So if you don't want to hear any spoilers when I rank it, please leave the video. I'll give you another warning when that time comes. Now let's talk about the movie. This movie is very suspenseful and it goes by quick. I felt like I was sitting in the theater for 30 minutes, but this is about an hour and a half long movie and it just had me at the edge of my seat. My theater has recliner chairs and I wasn't reclined at all. I was literally sitting forward like, what is going to happen next? I just can't believe how good this movie. I believe the director, this was his first directorial debut. So what a wonderful, masterful job. My hands off to you, sir. Great fucking job. Amazing. I recommend, if you like thrillers at all, even scary movies, you will enjoy this movie. If you're a horror fan, a thriller fan, this is the movie for you to go see. Get up off your butt and go see it. This is just absolutely wonderful. I usually don't like movies like this, and I loved it, every bit of it. The characters were amazing. Speaking of the characters, Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Wow, amazing performance. Amazing performance. I honestly think it's Oscar nominated worthy. She did absolutely wonderful. She plays Michelle in the movie, and just wow. Wow, I haven't seen her do better in her whole career. Any movie I've seen her in, she's not been this amazing. I swear. There has been a trend lately in every movie, ever since Star Wars, maybe even before that, where ladies in film are starting to be the the main focus. They're starting to be, I don't need a man to protect myself. And God, this character did not need anyone to protect her. She was smart. It wasn't one of those movies where you sit there and you're like, I don't go do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. Because there are a lot of movies where the girl just runs and you think she's stupid. This girl is very tactical, very smart. And she used her knowledge very well and wonderfully, and amazing performance. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, my hands off to you, just like the director. Absolutely wonderful. No complaints at all. Nothing bad to say about her performance. Just amazing. Now let's talk about the absolutely wonderful John Goodman. Wow. Just wow. You're going to hear me say wow a lot about this movie. John Goodman's performance as Howard is absolutely fucking wonderful. I mean, I've loved John Goodman. Any movie he's in, he makes it better. He steals the scenes that he's in, and he steals this movie. This is Mary Elizabeth Winstead's movie, don't get me wrong, but damn, John Goodman, wow. He plays, his character is psychotic but yet not, and nice but yet mean, and cruel but crazy, and it's just he plays all these different kinds of moods and attitudes in this one character, and it all comes together in the end and it makes sense. The way he plays his character is funny, serious, and scary. John Goodman, I've never been scared of John Goodman. I always look at him as the lovable teddy bear from Roseanne. And this movie, he scared the hell out of me. Just absolutely fabulous. If you love John Goodman, you're gonna love his performance in this movie. He does absolutely wonderful. And there's John Gallagher Jr. as Emmett. Now, he does an amazing performance, don't get me wrong. However, he's just outshined by Mary Elizabeth Winstead and John Goodman. He's just not as good, and he's just a character to get the narrative forward and to be there as, I say, like an audience member, per se. He's just there to make it even more suspenseful. And he does a good job. Just, he's not that important of a character, and you don't really focus on him too much. Now, I'm going to be honest. I've been sitting here trying to find a problem with this movie, and I honestly cannot think of one. I mean, there is this one point in the movie where things like go like this and twists and turns, but I found it absolutely wonderful and enjoyable. People might not like it, but I enjoyed it myself. I really cannot find a problem with this movie. I believe you should go out and see it, and I'm going to give 10 Cloverfield Lane a 9 out of 10. An absolutely amazing movie, from the story to the narrative to the acting. Wonderful acting. The twists in this movie are amazing. You will not see any of it coming, honestly, and the stuff you do see coming has nothing to do with the twists I'm saying you won't see coming. And now I'm going to get into some spoilers, so please, if you do not want to hear any spoilers, I warn you now, leave the video, because the rest of this video is going to be spoilers. Stay true, be odd. I'm out. Spoilers. Bye-bye. Now, this movie's twists. John Goodman's character goes from being the psychotic rapist to not the psychotic rapist, to the psychotic rapist, to not the psychotic rapist, to a nice guy who's just trying to help and live, to this crazy man who just doesn't know what to do and it just wants to hurt people and just wants to have his crazy psychotic ways. And it is absolutely wonderful. The twist in the ending with the aliens being true. John Goodman in the beginning of the movie warns that it's aliens, and they just look at him like he's crazy. And then they just start thinking it's a fallout from the explosions. But then actually when she's outside and she sees the aliens, she's like, what the fuck? Are you serious? After everything I just went through, he was right about the aliens? And us as audience members were like, holy shit, I can't believe that I just seen a suspenseful thriller about people in a bunker being trapped and back and forward between these characters, to going outside and just being like, holy shit, there's aliens. It's crazy and wonderful. And there's this one scene in the movie where she's trying to escape from John Goodman, and there's this lady outside the door who's begging to get in, begging for help. And that scene was acted so perfectly. You felt the tension. You felt the tug in Mary Elizabeth Winstead's heart. You felt the character's sadness. But she's a survivor, and she had to do it. Absolutely wonderful. I hope you guys have enjoyed this review, and I hope you enjoyed 10 Cloverfield Lane as much as I did. Again, this movie is a 9 out of 10 in my books, and I'm probably going to go see it again. And as always, guys, stay true and be odd. I'm out.